Get your oven set to 350 Fahrenheit and grease the bottom of your 9x5 loaf pan because today on Back of the Pack we're making Gold Medal Flour's best ever banana bread. This is a pretty bold claim for such a cute little bag of flour. Who's the cutest little bag of flour in the whole world? It's you! Yeah. This is my first loaf of banana bread on this channel, but probably not my last. Every time I look for a recipe on the back of a package, there's a 50% chance it'll say banana bread. And I am prepared to test them all. To start us off, we're mixing half a cup of softened butter and 1 1/4 cups of sugar. I used a pastry cutter, but feel free to use an electric mixer. When the butter and sugar are creamed together, add 2 eggs. Look away now if extracted banana pulp grosses you out, because we're adding 3 or 4 very ripe medium bananas. That's 1 1/2 cups if you're being all exact and drunk. When you've mixed that all together, throw in half a cup of buttermilk from this cute tiny little milk carton. And a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using powdered vanilla, but you can use whatever you want. Next, we're mixing in 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of chopped nuts. I went for walnuts because they're classic, but you do you. There's no wrong answers here as far as I know. Mix everything together by hand and stop just when you've gotten rid of any flour streaks. You do not want to overmix it or else you end up with a brick instead of a light fluffy loaf. Just grease the bottom of your pan or your loaf won't rise, and pour the batter into a 9x5 loaf pan or 2 8x4 loaf pans. In your 350-degree Fahrenheit oven, bake your 9x5 loaf pan for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you're using 2 8x4 loaf pans, then only cook them for about 1 hour. You'll know when it's done if a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean, according to the package. I had kind of an odd problem where the center of my loaf was completely cooked, and then on the side here I had mashed banana pulp that just wasn't cooking. I'm not about to eat raw loaves of bread, so I left it in until it looked kind of overdone. Next thing, you're going to run a knife around the outside to loosen the loaf from the pan and then move it to a cooling rack. The recipe recommends that you wait 1 hour before slicing. 20 minutes felt like 1 hour, so I called it good and ate it anyway. I was worried that it was burnt on the top, but I think caramelized is a better word. It was fluffy and delicious with a good balance of flavor with the banana and the vanilla and the walnut. Best ever banana bread, you do not disappoint. Thank you for watching Back of the Pack. If you have a recipe from the back of a package that you'd like me to try, please leave it in the comments.